I, Dr. Rita Pratap, Associate Professor, Department of Drawing and Painting, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. I am going to speak on the paintings during Jahangir period. Jahangir reigned from 1605 to 1627 AD. When Jahangir's father Akbar died in 1605, the prince ascended to the throne and took names as Jahangir, World Caesar, and Nuruddin, Light of the Faith. Mughal painting, initiated by Akbar under his personal patronage, came to achieve a new high under Jahangir, who was all admiration for the romantic Persian schools of Herat and Shiraz. His patronage of painting began long before he became an emperor at the age of 37 in 1605 AD, when his mind was fully formed and his ideas ripened by much experience. As Prince Salim, he was closely associated in the works of royal artists in the northern capital Lahore, where the court resided from 1585 AD until 1598 AD. At about the age of 20, he employed the newly arrived Iranian painter Aka Riza. Salim, like his father, was deeply curious about the religious art of the Christians, and according to Jesuit accounts was equally executed by the paintings brought to the court at Lahore with the third mission. It was led by Father Jerome Xavier, who wrote to the General of the Society of Jesus in 1595, requesting that a beautiful large picture of the Holy Virgin or the Nativity be sent for the king and for Salim. Both father and son were very keen that European works should be copied by their own artists. It is said that when Jesus gave them both copies of Jerome Xavier's Persian text and Mirat al-Qud's or Mirror of Holiness, completed in 1602, Salim ordered his artists to make a superior version with twice as many pictures, all colored. A Turkman prisoner drawing and wash on cotton signed by Aka Riza, dated to 1600 to 1605 AD. Aka Riza entered Salim's service sometime before 1598, and his earliest dated works are in the decorated margins of the Gulshan album in Trehan, where an inscription notes that a group of Christian subjects was done in Agra on 28 Ramadan AH 1008 March 1600, some months before Salim's rebellion. Artist Mansoor's closeness to the emperor is also evident from the fact that he is mentioned as a part of the entourage travelling with emperor. Many of Jahangir's court artists were those who worked under his father at Fatehpur Sikri. The two pioneers, Abdus Samad and Mir Sayyid Ali, had died, and Kalmak and Farooq Beg, artists, were leaders of the school. Jahangir had a great opinion of him. On the occasion of the marriage celebrations of the heir, apparent records that 2000 rupees were given to Farooq Beg, the painter who is unrivaled in the age. The school was then reinforced by the two painters from Samarkand, Muhammad Nadir and Muhammad Murad, both excellent portrait painters, especially in the process of black outline termed the Shahi Kalam. For Bishan Das artist, Jahangir makes a special reference as a portrait painter who was unequaled in his age for taking likeness. The best miniatures of early Jahangiri period was E.R.A. Danish, derived from an animal fable book. The miniature of these series can be seen in the collection of Kwasji Jahangir in Bombay and the Chester Beatty Library. Anwar A. Suhaili has signed works of artists as Aka Riza, Abul Hasan, Bishan Das, Madhu, and Anant. Some miniatures which date from the early years of Jahangir's reign are Gulistan of 1567, now in the British Museum, London, and Diwan of Hafiz, dated to 1610 AD, in the same collection. In Diwan of Hafiz, there are 8 miniatures. Jahangir is represented in 3 of them, hunting, playing polo, and receiving pearls from his son Prince Khurram. The left 4 paintings are a wine cellar in the open air, a gathering of sages by a water tank, a young man entering feast in a garden, and dervishes dancing. The pictures are appreciated because of poems which are illustrated against its background. Jahangir was a very different man, a man of sensibility and taste, proud of his artistic gifts and judgment. Finding an outlet for his feelings, he commissioned works of his painters. He strengthened his self-confidence by having himself depicted as a world ruler and judge, king of kings, and reflecting in his person the glory of his first name Jahangir, earth Caesar, and splendor of his second name Nuruddin, light of religion. Jahangir was above all a man of great aesthetic sensitivity whose passionate love of painting inspired artists to produce their best work. He preferred fewer and fine paintings by single masters to the mass produced. These independent paintings were mounted in large album murakkas, which included Persian, Deccan, and Turkish miniatures and calligraphies, as well as European prints and Mughal copies of them. Each work was surrounded by sumptuous borders painted with careful modeled human figures, animals, or birds placed against floral or landscape backgrounds in gold. The development and growth of Mughal painting under the patronage of Jahangir depended to a great extent on his mood and temperament, while young artists painted him with youth and vigor when he inherited a large empire. His painters painted him in regal splendor, showing details of his daily life and administrative working. He is shown with his friends, sons, nobles, pet animals, and playing his favorite sport. The progress made in the field of miniature painting perhaps surpassed every other thing. 2 albums, Murakka-e-Gulshan and Murakka-e-Gulistan, were prepared for Jahangir. In Murakka-e-Gulshan, portraits of Bishan Das, Govardhan, Manohar, Abul Hasan, and Daulat were all painted by Daulat himself. Govardhan too is found signing some of the margin paintings in Jahangir albums. Balchand also continued the kind of work that he had done in the margins of Behristan. These folios are now scattered about the world. Tehran having largest number, 25 in National Library Berlin, and others in the Musée Guimet in Paris and Chester Beatty Library in Dublin. The Jahangirnama. The Jahangirnama volume provides an account of important political events right from the earliest days of Jahangir's reign till his death. In 1618, Jahangir wrote up on this day, Sunday, 24th AH 1027, Abul Hasan, son of Aka Riza from Herat. The painter, who was honored the title of Nadir uz Zaman, draw the picture of my accession as the front piece to the Jahangirnama. His picture is one of the masterpieces of the age. Jahangirnama is by far most important source of information concerning paintings of the reign. The first to be mentioned is Farrukh Beg, who had come to Akbar's court from Kabul in 1585. 2 paintings, an aged mullah and a dervish. Jahangir wrote on the paintings that the mullah is the work of Farrukh Beg, inscribed by Jahangir the work of Farrukh Beg 70th year, and Darwish by Farrukh Beg 1615 AD. Mansoor, the other artist singled out for high honor by Jahangir was Mansoor, who was given the title of Nadir ul Asar, Wonder of Age, as his art of drawing was unique in his generation. Starting modestly in Akbar's atelier as Nakash, a decorator of borders, he picked up the required technical intricacies under the tutelage of masters like Basavan and Miskin, and specialized in the depiction of animals, birds, and flowers. In one or two animal pictures, something more than portraiture has been attempted, of which the two finest are the Chameleon in the Royal Collection at Windsor Castle by Mansoor and Squirrels in the Chinar Tree attributed to Abul Hassan in the Indian Office Library, London. Jahangir's beloved Kashmir, notably in 1620 when the emperor described the beauty of the scenery and its wildlife in a lyrical reverie in his diary, noting that he ordered Mansoor to paint birds and flowers, that is, flowers of Kashmir, and he made studies numbering more than 100. He painted cheer pheasant, turkey cock, pea fowl, and ducks. Amongst his other works are the drawings of an Abyssinian zebra, a Tibetan crane, a black buck, a vulture, a nilgai, a spray of red tulip, a hunting falcon, etc. He also painted number of miniatures in the Akbar Nama, Babur Nama, and Jami ut Tawarik. Amir Hamza was painted by the court painter Mir Sayyid Ali, 2 volumes with 100 folios each, 1200 pictures of 22-inch into 28 1/4 inches in size. Portions of Mir Sayyid Ali's magnum opus have survived, 60 papers being preserved in Industrial Museum, Vienna. 25 are in Indian section of the Victoria and Albert Museum at South Kensington. Mir Sayyid Ali and Abu Samad were collaborated with few assistants, either Persian or Indian. Jahangir had a playful way of devising the titles of those who pleased him with their handiwork. Umdat al-Musawwirin, the pillar of the painters. Naqwal al-Muharin, choicest of writers. Nadir ul Asar, wonder of the age, was given at one time to the leading artists and writers respectively. One of the illustrations which shows both the sumptuous court life and the personal preoccupation of the Emperor Jahangir himself is the painting of Jahangir weighing Prince Khurram, dated to 1615 AD and at present in the British Museum, London. In this painting, Jahangir is shown standing barefooted on the carpet. The central cartouche has design of dancing girls. Presents for the birthday are laid out on trays in the foreground. The back wall of the pavilion in which the royal throne is standing is a collection of porcelain and glass arranged in many niches, a fashion which was to spread to Europe from Persia and India in the later part of the century. Beyond the building there is a glimpse of garden which shows he was not only a collector but also a lover of nature. Abul Hassan, a left-handed genius, was a Persian extraction, the son of Aka Riza from Herat. Jahangir had a great opinion about him. As he writes, he honored him with the title of Nadir uz Zaman because he drew pictures of my accession as the frontispiece of Jahangir Nama. Jahangir called him wonder of the age. Abul Hassan writes that it was Jahangir's custom to have 2 or 3 artists always in attendance, attached continually to his suite. These artists not only spent their lives at the court but travelled about with the emperor whenever he went on his very frequent tours in order to transfer on paper any subject he showed special interest. They were employed as special artists to make pictorial records of any passing events. On one occasion, Jahangir took three of his leading artists, Jagannath Tara and Samal Das, on a forced march of nearly 600 miles in the 11th day across Rajputana's desert at the hottest time of the year, ending in the Battle of Sarnal, of which Samal Das made a stirring picture. Manohar was the son of Akbar's great painter Basavan. He began working at a young age in Akbar's studio and incorporated many of his father's traits into his miniatures. He was also a famous artist who produced important animal studies for Jahangir. A fine study of black buck led by his keepers is inscribed at the bottom Manohar Badaliye and top Jahangir Shahi, Manohar servant of Jahangir Shah, recording Manohar's service to the emperor. Here the posture of the animal's keeper is highly unusual. Manohar had worked on Akbarnama and painted an early portrait of the new emperor Jahangir receiving Qutb al-Din Khan Koka 1605 AD, and among others are Raja Sangram and the Zamidar of Kharagpur with the Zamidar's son in attendance behind Jahangir. In 1607, he ordered his painter Inayat to paint the Himalayan Markhur, which was shot and brought in by Afghani hunters. Inayat did a close study of the animal by depicting fullness of his body, towering curved horns. Portraits. During the reign of Jahangir, portraiture became increasingly realistic. Exposure to European works and the constant copying and adapting of European subjects must have contributed to the development of portraiture. Portraiture was one area in which the artists of Jahangir, Manohar, Bishan Das, Daulat, Hashim, Bichittar and Abul Hasan painted most of the portraits in Jahangir's reign. Bishan Das artist. Bishan Das was another leading painter of the period. He was unequaled in his age for taking likeness. He was sent along with the delegation of Safavid, painted the rulers of Gujarat, Bihari Rai and Jassaram in 1618. Jahangir's court wrestler signed by Manohar is of 1615 AD, inscribed by a Jahangir likeness of Phil A. Safid, White Elephant, the great wrestler. Jahangir's artists also painted personalities of the court whose existence is otherwise unrecorded. Another artist, Abul Hasan, held in the highest regard by Jahangir, is the only ones named in Jahangir Nama. The portrait of Prince Khurram, painted in 1617, is a typical example of Abul Hasan portrait style. Here Jahangir's portrait is full-length standing figure in either profile or three-quarter face against a turquoise blue or dark green background. The group portraits was genre and much favored under Jahangir, probably developed as illustrative material for the emperor's memoirs. The best known groups are the Full Public Darbar of 1617 in Boston Museum of Fine Arts by Abul Hasan, Private Audience of 1610 in the Victoria and Albert Museum. A charming painting dating to Jahangir period is in the library of Nawab of Rampur, shows an elopement scene. Here the lover is shown entering the house of his sweetheart in the dead of night when the servants and guards are fast asleep. Two horses are tied under a tree outside the house. On its wall are niches cut in a variety of shapes, painted red, green, yellow and blue, in which are porcelain vases, flasks, cups and saucers. In the garden are plantains and flowering peaches. Dressed in scarlet frock and blue-green trousers, the girl looks most compelling. One can feel the hushed silence of the night and all but hear the tense beating of the girl's heart as she prepares to depart with her lover. In another painting, one can find Jahangir and a wounded lioness belonging to Mughal about 1610 AD from the collection of Indian Museum, Calcutta. A hunting was the common theme with the Mughal rulers. Their element of suspense and drama places them among masterpieces of Mughal painting. The said plate is a fine example of such a scene. Another painting is of Jahangir and his retinue from the collection of Chester Beatty is a vividly drawn scene full of varied detail carefully observed. Here the emperor occupies the central and more space. Without crowding, the artist has successfully depicted so many figures into small miniature. In the painting, Jahangir is riding with a cavalcade of courtiers and attendants, many mounted on horses or elephants, and is passing orders on a bound prisoner who is bowing before him. Another painting of a chinar tree from the collection of India Office Library, Johnson Album, Folio 30, is a picture probably from the hand of one of Jahangir's leading painters as found inscribed on the reverse side as attributed to Abul Hasan, Nadir al-Zaman, a painter whose work Jahangir greatly admired. In the painting, Persian influence is strong in the rocks, the gold sky, and the leaves and the autumn tints of the plane tree. Beloved of Persian artists, the animals in the meadow are of Persian type, but the squirrel and birds are Indian drawn. Jahangir is shown embracing his son Shah Jahan, dated to 1620 from the India Office Library collection. The painting is roughly drawn with inscriptions stating that it is the work of Raja Manohar Singh. The Darbar scene has groups of notables gathered for ceremonial occasion. Each figure is accurate portrait and faces based on sketches or studies from life. The scene is in the Diwan-e-Khas Hall of Private Audience at Lahore, showing Jahangir and Shah Jahan on the occasion of the latter's departure for the Deccan. An example is of a painting Jahangir with the imperial orb appearing at Jharoka balcony window and St. John with the cross by Hashim, dated to 1618 to 1620 and in the collection of Chester Beatty Library. This painting shows Jahangir's interest in adoption of Christian themes. Another painting is of the Virgin and Child, dated to 1630 and in the collection of British Library, Oriental and India Office collection. Another painting shows falcon miniature of the Mughal school Jahangir period, dated to first quarter of the 17th century and in the collection of British Museum, London. The Emperor Jahangir had a particular feeling for nature. He loved to observe animals and especially birds, and he built up a vast collection of studies of birds and flowers. This falcon on its perch, standing out in profile against a green background, is treated in great detail. Another painting shows youth bearing a sword, dated to 1610, belonging to Jahangir period, opaque watercolor and ink on paper, and at present in the collection of Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. The youth here is shown standing with a sword on a flower-strewn river bank. He wears yellow pajama, red jama and turban and a golden patka. Another painting shows Abd Allah Khan too on a hunting expedition. Belonging to Jahangir period, dated to 1618 to 1620, opaque watercolor on paper and at present in the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. Abd Allah Khan Uzbek too belonged to Shayabanid dynasty. He is shown wearing a yellow coat, white turban, sitting on a crimson carpet in a rocky landscape. He strokes a falcon held by a round checked youth who is on his left. He is dressed in an orange-red tunic and fur-collared vest embroidered with Persian hunting Cs. A rose-jacketed attendant with a long straight sword and towel stands on his right.